Hey guys, this is Strategyst from Strategyst Plays, and I am coming to Undead from Undercity. And give me a second because apparently my Twitch is going off. So I changed the scenery a little bit. I'm just a floating guy going on the left-hand side of everything, so I'm just kind of floating around. Here, hold on, guys. All right. So I basically put my welcome message out there, and I am actually waiting for, I got 5 minutes actually for Alterac Valley. So anyway, again, welcome to Strategyst Plays. I'm Strategyst, and I'm playing my level 60 Undead Warlock Ominus. And my goal of the day is to do an Alterac Valley right now. I am trying to get some honor and work my way up, and I'd like to surpass 190k. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out during this week. But today was a pretty interesting day for me. I was recalling I had a professor in psychology, and let me tell you guys, she was an old woman, an older woman. And at the time I was a young guy, and I was just kind of like, why do I need to bother? Why should I listen? So every time I'd go to the class, I was like, I'm bored. I don't know. I don't really want to be here, but I needed the points, the credit for my college. So for like 3 or 4 days, I just was tortured every time I had to go to that class. And one day I decided to actually listen to what this person had to say. And she was a very interesting woman with a lot of knowledge, people. And if I had not taken the time to actually decide to just listen, I would have been missing out on a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience that she had. After that, I started really enjoying the class. I couldn't wait to get to that class and see what was going to happen next. But she was a great teacher, phenomenal knowledge. I mean, from years and years and years of experience. She was probably well, I don't want to age her, but a little over 70, I'll say that. But you know, her mind was crystal clear. She was quick-witted. She was funny, and she was an amazing teacher. And the thing is, if I had not stepped back and listened to her, I would have missed out on that. And that would have been one of my regrets, that I wouldn't, you know, that all these people liked her, and I was like, why do you like her? To me, she's boring. Well, the problem was with me. I wasn't listening. I wasn't acknowledging that I wanted to deal with a class. I didn't want to be there. But boy, did it change around when I started to listen to some of the stories. Some of the stories were sad. Some of the stories were exciting. Some stories were funny, really funny. She would have the class laughing, you know, and in society, you know, it doesn't take much to listen. And unfortunately, society as a whole, we don't want to listen to each other for whatever reason, whatever it is. Nobody wants to listen to anybody. My opinion is more important than your opinion, and it shouldn't be that way. And I'm not preaching politics. I'm not preaching anything. I'm just preaching. The norm is people don't want to listen to each other. I've been in situations at work where I'm trying to explain something, the person just didn't want to listen. And you know, you can't force someone to listen to you. I mean, what are you going to do? Tie them up and force them to listen? It just doesn't work. So I think on a personal level, each one of us in their own way should listen to others. I mean, whether it's your girlfriend, your significant other, your wife, your husband, your kids. You know, there's a funny the Brady Bunch movie, and one of the little girls is trying to tell this adult about something that's wrong with his treadmill, and the guy's like, I have no idea what you're saying, and she's she's trying to tell him, I forgot the scene, but it was really funny. She's trying to tell him, hey, you know, something with your machine, the setting. He ignored her. And then he has the worst accident ever, but it's actually pretty funny. And then the wife is just, the guy's wife is just giving a hoot, because she understood her. It's just the guy didn't want to listen. So for not listening, he pretty much had an accident of a lifetime. So, you know, you got to learn to listen. It goes even in game. You know, somebody might be saying, "Hey, behind us, you know, the Alliance are backcapping us," and you don't, you know, the whole 40-man raid doesn't listen, and then they lose the game, and they're scratching the head. What happened? Well, nobody was paying attention to that one guy. Happens to me. Happens to everybody. Happens to the best of us. But make it a point to try to listen. Even, you know, it's sort of like your mom and dad telling you, you know, I told you, take out the trash. Yeah, whatever. Take out the trash. Yeah, whatever. 60, 70 times it feels like. But you haven't done it. If you were to do it then you don't have to worry about taking out the trash, you know? So that is life. But anyway, I'm glad that I actually took the time to listen to what this psychology professor had to say, because in the end, it was well worth it. I learned a lot. All right, so let me buff up. And I was ready for PvP, guys. Check out my shards, and I still have more in the bank. So I am kind of going to buff up. My goal is not to get killed, but that does not mean that I will not get my butt handed to me. I probably will get killed. And I'll give strength to my pet. I'll give her stamina and a protection, why not? And I'll give myself spirit and intellect, why not?